Do they have the potential to recover? I would question that if you look at the economic fundamentals, and then from my perspective, especially if you look at the politics, right? I mean, I would be very concerned for, say, stability, social stability, political stability in the streets, if we would face a Greek exit, if we would face capital controls and so on. Again, it's a massive gamble.
I am looking at the exposure of the banking system towards Greece. And for example, if I look at the exposure of German banks, we have an exposure of 2.4 billion euros left of all German banks towards Greece. So in terms of a financial contagion, and that's the only thing I'm looking at, I'm not worried very much. This situation, should it come to a Grexit, and I don't want to speculate about that, would be manageable.
The impact will be actually mitigated because there's a lot less debt being held by German banks. Not only that, banks are much better capitalised than they were when we started out on this journey. French banks held a lot of Greek debt, which they've also got rid of, and they're better capitalised. We've also got QE in place right now, which can sop up some of the impact if Greece does leave, and European economies are in a much better place.
So it's about negotiating, it's about principle. I don't think it's about the numbers, because I could play with the numbers too.
Yeah.
And I would tell you that the amount of money that Greece really needs to get through this is probably just over 1 day's QE. There you go. So the money's there. It's not about the money.
The risk of, having to go to a referendum, potentially early elections, that is certainly something to keep an eye on. He's been trying to play that card, trying to divide creditors. It's clear that there are slightly different perspectives between, say, the European Commission and the IMF. But at the end of the day, I think it's also clear that the lenders are pretty much on the same page, so that hasn't really played out in his favor.
I hope that we will conclude an agreement that will help the Greek people, first of all, to start getting back in growth and jobs. But it is not easy for Greece.